4 wheels move the body, 2 wheels move the soul. The S1000RR moves you to different dimensions only. Because it is so fast, this bike flies. It doesn't move you, it takes you off. Hello everyone, this is Aditya, you're watching Deetsworld and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video where I tell you that BMW S1000RR is better than a car. If you ask me, people tell me, bhai 28 lakhs mein car aati na, ye aata, wo aata. Dude, I'm telling you, there is every feature that this bike has for the cost of the car, and it's better to have this bike, dude. So now I'm using the feature called turn-by-turn navigation. So as you can see on the screen right there, it is turn-by-turn. It is very accurate and very precise, and on top of that, it is with audio. So if I click this speaker button, the audio will be sent into my cardo. Taking a left from here, and this navigation works with your phone. There is an app called BMW Connected. So when you install that app, you get the thing, and even if you connect your phone, you can just search the nearest places from this app. I'll show you how to do that. Just give me a second. So yeah, let's just cross this road. Right, signal here. I'll take a left. So there's a free left, so we're gonna take this left. And this bike also has automatic shutdown indicator. So if I put the left indicator and I turn left, and if I don't hit the button, it's gonna turn off on its own. So I'll not press the indicator button again, and in a couple of seconds it's gonna turn off on its own. That is also a feature that this bike has. I don't know why it's taking it. Yeah, there it goes. I didn't press the button and it turned off. But this bike has a lot of features, and lose weight, ask me how. That guy has wheat stickers on his car, man. That's Herbalife, but then yeah, it's pretty much herbal. Amazing bike, man. This bike is amazing. Also there is cruise control, there is heated grips, and there's so much that this bike has to offer. And for the price, it is expensive in India to buy it in other countries, but it's worth it, bro. This bike is worth every rupee you give for this bike. Every rupee, dude. Now a lot of people ask me that isn't this bike a bit uncomfortable because you're sitting in that kind of position for a long period of time. If you ask me, no, it is not uncomfortable. It is not uncomfortable at all. It is actually comfortable for superbike standards. It is better than drunk and drive, Deetsworld. Dude, my bike drinks petrol, bro. I'm not an alcoholic. Come on. Alright, so the seating position on this bike is very comfortable, if you ask me, while compared to other bikes. Now the reason I'm comparing is because I've also ridden various bikes like the KTM RC390. That was my first experience to super sports, and after that I've been around the ZX6R. I didn't own that bike. Then I've been around ZX10R. Now the problem with ZX10R is the clutch of the ZX10R. Dude, you have to do some proper gym workouts to actually like operate that clutch of the ZX10R. It's not that I'm complaining about the bike, but then that bike's clutch is, I don't know why they designed it like that, but it is really painful for the owners. And Liter Ninja Vishnu will confirm me on this fact that the clutch of the ZX10R should be helped or replaced with one. And the clutch on this bike is very smooth. So the clutch is good. The seating is better if you're a taller person. Now my height is around like 6'1", and for taller people this bike is very accommodating. Now if you're a shorter rider like 5'8" or 5'7" or like 5'9", because I've seen a lot of people. Now I've also seen females ride this bike, and they ride it like amazingly. So for short people this bike is accommodating. For taller people this bike is even more accommodating. So height is not the issue here. And the seating is comfortable. I mean, you can actually saddle on this bike. Saddle in the sense you can sit on the bike with the M seat. The M seat is also comfortable, if you ask me, for easily like around 300 to 300 kilometers without taking a break. So when I do long trips about like 200 or 150 kilometers, I don't usually take a break. The only break I take is for fuel. That's the only break I take. So talking about the seating comfort, this bike is very accommodating and very comfortable. And if you are taller, the advantage you have is you can flat foot, like I'm able to flat foot right now. and otherwise you'd lean on one side. So that is another thing. The quick shifter, man. The quick shifter is magic. Apart from that, there is the magic dial. So why do you have to buy a car, man? Like, people are like, buy a car, get married, buy a house, buy a flat. I understand your concerns, but then this bike, man, something about this bike, and the leaning with these tires is also like very phenomenal. The only issue that I face with this bike is when it comes to speed breakers and potholes, etc., because I have to completely narrow down and zero, in the sense that I have to completely come to a halt, because this has the carbon fiber wheels, right? And the carbon fiber is a strong material, if you ask me, but the kind of speed breakers we have here in India are really, you cannot call them as speed breakers. They are speed stoppers, actually. They are very big in size, and the kind of potholes we have here are pretty unexpected. So you would not expect a pothole to be there, but it will be there. And I actually got this close to replacing my oil sump because of a pothole I went into, but nothing happened to the bike. The bike took it positively, and I was relieved. I was completely relieved. So these rumble strips are okay, if you ask me, but then apart from that, speed breakers, potholes, you have to completely come to a halt, like completely zero down on the bike. I don't know, Google has brought me through this route because this is the fastest route apparently, and I'll reach home in like 24 minutes, because it's 20:58 right now. It says 21:24. Like, I'll reach home in 24 minutes if I go by this route. Well, I know where this route takes me, but this is the most traffic infested route, man. Most traffic infested route. The other thing that is amazing in this bike is that dash. Now, most of the people will not appreciate that dash, but then that dash is very good according to many standards. And also this bike is futuristic, man. Like, this bike was made keeping in mind about the future, and I don't really deserve this bike at this point of time. Means in this generation, this bike is a bit overkill, because it gives you a lot of features and it is way ahead of its time. Not deserving in the sense like not deserving, but then not deserving these features this early. That is the thing that I want to tell. You can come see these kind of speed breakers to completely slow down and zero down and then get down, get up and get over. That is the problem that this bike has. Again, this speed breaker, we can cut this speed breaker here. Alright, here we go. And also the stock exhaust also pops. So the stock exhaust that comes with the bike also gives you some pops and bangs, like not like proper Acropo which pops with flames and all, but then when you shift and when you throttle up, it gives you proper bangs. Like, it is soothing. But the stock exhaust is amazing, if you ask me. This bike is so comfortable. I can ride it all day long in this seating position. Now the question arises that what kind of workouts do you have to do, or you have to stay in shape to actually ride this bike? Yes, you have to stay in shape to actually ride this bike, because see, I'm not telling that you have to be like completely fit and you have to have six packs and a ripped body, but then your back and your core and your arms, like the overall body should be in like shape and in like form, so that you can actually control the bike and maneuver it properly. Otherwise, if you have like problems in your spinal cord, or if you have like problems here and there, this bike can be a nightmare for you. I'll take a U-turn right here. So there's a small story that I want to tell you, that I was weighing 155 kgs before I bought this bike. So it was like a complete transformation physically, mentally and financially to actually acquire this bike. So nobody will actually tell this to you in more of a fashion, but I lost around like 40 to 45 kgs. Now my weight is around like 95, 94 to actually sit and ride this bike the way it is meant to be ridden. Now there is a lot of sacrifices that I did on like a personal level, on like a financial level, on like an emotional and moral level to achieve this kind of the dream which I had. And there were a lot of things that came in my way, and I could have settled for less, but I knew what I wanted. And once you actually fixate yourself regarding what you want and you have a clear intention and a clear goal, the desire will get fulfilled. But if you can actually, if the desire is weak, then it may or may not get fulfilled, because you didn't work hard enough for it. You didn't work hard for it. So I went to the gym day in and day out to actually get into shape, and also now I am in shape, and I continue going to the gym because I really want to be in shape and be in like proper form to actually ride this bike, because the kind of fun that you have with this bike when you are in proper control of it, when you can actually flick it, is the enjoyment that it gives you, even in the city with like chop and block traffic, and even in the highways and everywhere. So there is less of the bike being under load and pressure than you being heavy and weighing the bike more down. So that was one of the reason I took the M Sport, because this is the lighter variant, that is the most lightest version of the S1000 with the lighter battery and the carbon fiber wheels. So you see, everything was planned and everything lined up perfectly for me. Like it wasn't like a decision I made overnight, and that is the reason when a lot of people tell me to buy a car instead of this bike, I tell them like, okay, I could have bought a car, but then I wanted this bike, so I bought this bike, instead of arguing with them and like proving my point. That is what you have to do, like maturely make them understand your needs and your wants, and they'll come to an acceptance. Dude, trust me, dude, the kind of satisfaction and the fun you get when you roll on the throttle, dude. Oh, man, it's so much fun in this bike, man. It is so much fun. So much fun. The amount of fun cannot be really hard, bro. Like I cannot put it in, like, express into words, but then you have to actually ride it to feel it. But then this bike is so good. I love this 1000. I love it, bro. I love it. Love it every bit. It looks good, feels good, the fueling is better, and most importantly, this bike has all my love and all my respect. That is the reason I bought an S1000RR and not a car. If you can get the reason right now. For this budget, I could have bought like amazing cars, man, like proper big cars, but then nothing compares to the love I have for the S1000RR, and nothing will ever come this close between me and my love. So that's about it for this video, guys. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button, share it with all your friends, comment down in the comment box what you like about this video, and there is a giveaway that is happening in association with V-Gears. Please participate by clicking on the reel. The reel is the first link in the description box down below. So go on that reel and participate, and you can win amazing prizes in the giveaway. The giveaway ends really soon, and I hope you guys participate in the giveaway. Thanks so much for watching. And there's one thing that I would like to tell you. If you have a burning desire and you actually work hard towards that burning desire, things like these seem very easy then. But if you have a desire which is not really burning and you just have it for the sake of telling, then your dreams will forever be dreams to be achieved. If you can understand the depth of that sentence, drop a like. So this is Aditya. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, why drop F-bombs when you got rev bombs? Stay subscribed to Deetsworld, and the S1000RR says goodbye. Bye bye.